The Oaks, I don't have any really strong views, but I think that the way Aviate got through at York, when a horse is as determined as that, I mean, really, she couldn't win and she got up there. I really like her attitude, and I think that's very, very important right here. I really do. I mean, for what it's worth, I was doing something for Tom Quilly for the Post next week. I was talking to him on Tuesday at Lingfield, and I mean, he wasn't silly about it, 'cause he's not that sort of person, but he was obviously very hopeful that she's progressing. And, you know, she's a Henry Cecil filly aiming at the Oaks, and what you do know is they're going to come there on an upward curve, and I think that's very important too.
And looking at the Derby, of Aidan O'Brien's runners, which would be your number one pick, and overall do you think he's going to win the Derby?
Well, I'll turn the question round. My number 4 pick is Sir Nicholas Abbey. I mean, for what it's worth, I absolutely don't have him. I thought when he won the Racing Post Trophy, it was as impressive a two-year performance as I've ever seen. I thought we really might be having, you know, 2 See the Stars running, like we had Nijinsky one year and Marif and Brigadier the next. I really didn't think that. And I have to tell you, you don't have the excuse, he isn't Nijinsky or See the Stars or anything like that. To run like he did there, he ran terrible, frankly. And so he is a mangeur, he's not very big, he's physically not a huge specimen. I think he's a ridiculous price. I mean, I hope I'm wrong, and I hope he returns to the thing the machine we saw at Doncaster. But to me, what happened he was deeply, deeply unimpressive. And of course, Aidan's very political and nice about everything. But to say I wasn't disappointed is one of the sort of strangest euphemisms going. If that's not disappointing, what is? So I won't have him. Of the ones I've seen, the way Jan Vermeer won last Sunday at Dakar, I mean, that was by far the most taking performance. But it's tricky over the years with these trials, because when you look back at the end of the year, you realise they weren't beating very much. So it's very hard to tell. I mean, the way the horse won at Capablanca, won at York, you know, it was pretty solid performance. But I like the way Jan Vermeer did it, but whether he'll run or not, I don't know. But I like him. It's obviously an interesting political position for Johnny Murtagh, because without being silly about it, if he chooses, and he seems to be very committed to Sir Nicholas Abbey, it means that the very strong possibility that Kieran Fallon be on Jan Vermeer, and of the things as a stable jockey you would not like to have is Kieran Fallon riding the one you've just rejected, who looks as good as Jan Vermeer. But so, to me, Jan Vermeer is the one I like of his, and the one I'd lay is Sir Nicholas Abbey.